Well, good morning everybody. We're here at Sweethope Loughs in Northumberland. Nice, was a few fish moving there. I'm going to tackle it from the bank today. I was up yesterday in the boat, had a cracking day. A little bit of an easterly and northerly on at the minute, so I'm going to hit the bank anyway and try and pick up a few fish. And I think we'll go with the floating line. I think I'm going to tackle with a few wet flies. I had quite a bit of success with wet flies yesterday. But hopefully we can put a few in the net for you today and show you how good the bank is, because the bank's often overlooked here. But anyway, I'm going to get tackled up and we'll get on the water and see if we can get a few of these feeding fish. So I'm all tackled up. I've got a 14-foot leader on a floater, and I've got a bibio hopper on there on the point, and I've got a black hopper on the dropper there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these ones in the flat here because it's quite shallow here. I'm going to head for the spit, which is the point just there, and I'm going to fish the ripple. And what I'll do is I'll fish the ripple because there's no boats at the minute, so I'm going to fish this ripple in that point, and I'll probably work my way along the front here, and probably I'll have a few cheeky casts in here and I'll try and fish the ripple there. The fish like it just off the ripple here. It's nice and calm and there's plenty of fish feeding here, so we'll probably get quite a few boats out later on, I would expect. We've had quite a big stocking lately. There was some fish put in last week, so I would imagine there'll be a lot of boats over this sort of area. But I'm coming out the way anyway. There's found a lot of good fish off the mark here yesterday on the boat. So we'll see if we can pick a few more up for you, and we'll get cracking. So I'm going to start over there and we'll see how we'll get on. So as I'm walking to the spit, I'll just show you this bay from this angle. So basically I'm up to my ankles in about 10 inches of water, and I'm just going to make my way along here. It's all nice wading. It's a nice sandy bottom. There's a few little bits of boulders in, but it's nice wading in here, so it's quite sheltered as well. It's a nice bay, so you can just come in there where I've just come in, and you can fish all this and work your way along the shore. But anyway, we'll get across to this point and we'll see if we can get amongst some fish for you. So here we are on the point. There's absolutely millions of, I don't know if you'll be able to see on the camera, but there's absolutely millions of minnows on here. Absolutely millions of them. But anyway, this is where we are. We're at the mouth of what they used to call the Swimmer's Bay. The lodge is down that end. And what we've got here, we've got you can see there's a scarecrow there. There's Anthony's mate. We've got a scarecrow, obviously to keep the cormorants away, the birds of prey. So we've got a little post line there, that's a shallow spit. It's feeding fish there. So I'm basically in ankle deep water, and I'm going to fish all this shallow spit. On this easterly wind, you get a lot of fish just sheltered here, and they like it just out the wind, tucked in here. So we're going to fish all this, then I'll make my way out, and I'll probably be standing over there and I'll fish both sides, and I'll probably progress and move around into the next bay and show you that, and I'll make my way back around, and hopefully we'll end up over there. We'll probably have about 4 hours to just fill the morning in, I think. There's a lot of fish moving out there. So anyway, I'm going to get cracking and see if I can put some of these feeders in the net. Well, here we are, there's the first cast. Well, that's just took the hopper off the top as soon as it hit the water, and it's off. So that one was on the black hopper on the dropper. It's just hit the water and the fish has took it straight off the top, which is a good sign. Fish then. less than 2 foot water, maybe 1.5 foot. It just shows how close they come in on this shingle spit. You don't need to be far out, just enough to get a back cast in. Oh, there he is. Looks like it's on the bibio. Another one off. There we go. There's the first one. Flies come out as well. So after dropping 3, there's the first one. Nice little belter, nice clean fish. And there we go. Nice to get one in the net eventually after hooking 3. It's another one to the bibio. There we go. Oh, it's a nice fish coming. So I've had a couple of fish and I've dropped 3 as well. We've only been fishing about half an hour, so that's a good start. But the wind's just swirling around a bit at the minute, so hopefully it'll settle down. But I'm still fishing the 2 hoppers, the bibio on the point and the black one on the dropper. But I've had a few touches as well. There's quite a few fish. Oh, he's coming. There's quite a few fish just on the edge of the ripple there. There's a lot of debris in this flat water. There's the seeds off the trees and all sorts. I've seen a lot of beetle actually. I might try a beetle. There's a lot of beetle coming off last Saturday. They were hard to tempt on the beetle mind, but I'm going to certainly give the beetle a try later on. There's not many showing there now. It's a little bit cool. But we're not fishing over deep water anyway. It's like it gradually gets deeper. It starts to drop into like it shelves away along the spit. It starts to shelve into 4 foot and gradually slips away to 5 and 6 foot. But that's like just past the buoy line. It's that's why it's so good on the top of the water fishing dries here. But like I say, it's a cracking mark. It holds a lot of fish. To be honest, there's not enough people fish these sort of marks. We've got I can show you here. We've got all this. This is cracking water. This fish rising there. I mean, it's still early. It's just after 8 o'clock. There's no boats out yet, but there's a few due out. I know there was it was quite chocker yesterday. There was 15 boats on yesterday morning. A couple of kayakers, a few float tubers, and there was a lot of bank anglers on yesterday with it being Good Friday. But anyway, you've got all this. It's cracking wading, and it's nice wading as well. It's quite sandy bottom. There's a few boulders, but you can see them anyway. And all the way along here, you've just got to pick your wind directions, and there's plenty of places to get in. And we've also got over here, we've also got the road bank. You can wade all the way around here. This is cracking water, this. But obviously you've got different times of the year where you've just got to fish to the conditions. But the fish are spread out. Obviously this being easterly with a little bit of northerly in the last couple of days, so there is a lot of fish in the flatter water, but you'll still get fish in open water. They just don't want to stick their noses out. They like going in the flat here as well, so it's the same when you get a Westerly on, they like the flat. But no, certainly come up and give it a try off the bank. There's a lot of good fishing, and it's just nice for a change, isn't it? So give it a try. So that took off the top. That I'm not sure what it's on. I'm not sure if it's on the black hopper or the bibio. I think it's on the dropper actually. I just turned the flies over, give it a quick pull, and it reacted to the pull on the top. That's a good thing about the wet flies. You can fish them as a dry for a bit, and you can pull them, but subsurface is lethal on here as well. There we go. Nice one. There's the hopper there. Just in the scissors. We'll get him back. And soak my face in the process. Static on the swing. Well, I've just been absolutely smashed off there on the bibio, on the swing, on the bend, just in the ripple. Took the fly. So anyway, I'm going to try something different. I've still got the black one on the dropper. I've just stuck a daddy on the point, and I'm going to try that, and I'm going to fish it static for a bit, then I'm going to pull it back, and I'm going to figure eight it, and see if anything will come up and chase. Because like I say, we're only over like shallow water, maybe 4 foot out there where I'm casting, 3-4 foot, and they'll see everything anyway, so they're quite partial to the pull here as well. So I'll see if we can get something going. But there's quite a few fish competing here, so there's a fish straight at it. That's at the daddy. Yeah, we'll go up. There's quite a few fish competing, so you're over shallow water as well. So some of the takes are very aggressive. So that's worked anyway straight away. That was first cast. It was great in the boat yesterday, but it was just there was quite a bit of boat traffic, and when you start catching a few fish, there's a lot of people start haversacking you. So I thought I would have come on the boat today, so come on the bank, should I say. I chose the bank today because I knew there was a lot of fish here, and I think the better sport would be from the bank, if I'm honest. There we go. There's a daddy in there somewhere. There he is. Daddy in the side of the kisser there. So you'll not be able to see on camera, but I'm fishing that on the top. About 8-9 seconds, something like that, and I'm just going to fish it back. And you should, you know, if there's fish there, you'll get a reaction. And you've just got to work out how they want it. Sometimes they want it stripped, figure-eighted, but you've just got to work it out on the day. But like I was saying, sport yesterday was fantastic in the boat. But you've got to fish to the conditions, and obviously on this wind, on the easterly and northerly, the bank's the shot. It's the fish like this sort of area, so give it a try. It's like I say, I've fished here since I was a kid. I learned to fly fish up here when I was 5. Got some good memories up here, and obviously I fished with the Wansbeck Angling Club as well. Got some cracking memories, and like I say, I've fished here for 37 years on and off. I know it quite well, but don't rule out the bank, because the bank on its day is absolutely fantastic, and you've got the small lake as well. So on all weather directions, wind, weather, you can always get plenty of fish. You've just got to be prepared to put in a little bit of work, but it's not hard work. It's just wading up to your knee. That's all you've got. And like I say, this side here in the summer, it's really good, these weed beds. You can get access from the road. There's a little car park over there that holds 3-4 cars. You can fish it all around anyway and wade it, but it's all floating line work, and there's some cracking fish to be had, so give it a go. Yeah, that's another one. It's on the dropper, the black hopper. That was just causing a wake across the top, and it's nailed it. I'm just swinging it on the breeze and fishing it back. Simple fishing really. It's just a case of being patient and waiting for the fish to come to you. We'll get it sorted out, and we'll get now it flies out. There we go. Well, I've just moved slightly to the right of the spit. I'm just in about a foot of water. It's just nearly just below me knee there, and mind, you've got to be careful if you're boat fishing here. You cannot take your boat through here. You've got to take it round that buoy, because you'll run aground and you'll smash the propeller on the motor, so just bear that in mind. There's a lot of fish coming through, so I've just moved slightly along, trying to cut them off, and hopefully we can get a few for you. Mind, there's some cracking fish in here. I had one yesterday, about 5 or 6 pound. It was a right slab. But you've got a lot of resident fish mixed in with the stockies in here as well, from the early stockings, and like I said earlier, there's a lot of fish competing on this spit. Got a lot of it's sheltered, it's nice. There's a lot of stuff coming off the trees, as I said earlier, and the fish are comfortable in this wind direction here. So, well, that's a first. That's a minnow on a daddy. A minnow on a daddy, yeah. A proper minnow, not a cheesy minnow. I've never seen so many minnows. Oh. Oh, hey, the minnows are going berserk for this daddy. Trying to dunk it. There's another one. So I've just come into the side there. I changed my GoPro battery. And the minnow, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but there's loads of minnows. Oh, there's another one. Ridiculous. Yeah, it's fair and square in the mouth. Ridiculous. Well, I've changed my point fly. I've got a black pennel on. It's a nice slim profile. Quite a sparse black pennel. But anyway, they're a pattern that's overlooked, to be fair. Works really well. Works well in a buzzer hatch as well. So we'll give that a try. What was it take? Just on the bend. Just hard pulls and off. So they're still there. It's just about being patient, and hopefully we can connect and get a few of these in the net. Now that one was on the pennel, that one. Flies come out. But anyway, I'm covering loads of water here. I've fished all of this, and I'm just basically about knee height, and I'm going to work my way into here. There's a few fish been rising in here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish this out and fish it all the way around. There's a couple of fish finning there, but that's untouched water and there's been no boats in there yet, so I'll probably fish this and work my way. I'll probably come in tight in here. They're only a couple of foot, 2 foot if that, and I'll fish it all the back way around into the wind here. The sun's coming out as well, so hopefully we might get a little lift in a buzzer hatch. I've seen the odd one. There's a fish. I've seen the odd buzzer coming off, but it's still a little bit cool. If I get a little bit of sun on it, might trigger something off, but we'll keep our eyes peeled anyway, because when the buzzers come on last week, it was frantic. Just had a take there. Oh, that was a good one on the bend. Going absolutely mental in this shallow water. So you can get plenty of fish in the boat here, but to fish this mark properly, it's a bank spot really. Because you've got control, you can fish both sides. So there's not much left of my hopper, but it's still grafting. Nice clean fish. Away. That's him away. It's fishing lovely on the bend there. There's been a few fish moving around the buoy and into this this bay here, so I'm just trying to cut them off on the corner. It's just nice fishing. You don't have to fish your lures and all that. It's just simple fishing. It's just about being patient, and you'll get chances. You've just got to cover the water, keep moving, and you'll get chances. But there's no better way to fish the traditionals. Just subsurface, they love it. There's not many people fish the traditional wets these days, but I like to fish them now and again. I like to try and fish old methods to keep my eye in, and it's quite rewarding when you can get them on the traditionals and stuff. Just nice to mix it up. And also when you're fishing the traditional flies like this as well, there's not many people doing it, so you know, the fish, something different for the fish as well, isn't it? So if you're fishing a competition, It's just another string to your bow, isn't it, if it's a hard day. And on its day the wet flies can be tremendous. Sometimes pulled as well, subsurface. They like that wake as well on here, as do they like to wake on any water in the right conditions. But like I say, the bank fishing here is fantastic. I've had 8 there and I've only been fishing probably an hour and a half, something like that. And I've dropped 3 or 4. But I've had plenty of chances as well. It's just about picking the right marks or the right conditions. But you would get fish in the boat today as well, and the tube. But I knew there was quite a lot of fish here from yesterday, so I was going to go out in the tube, but I've decided to fish the bank. So I'm just fishing to the conditions. But that was a hell of a take, that. Just on the bend. I think it's snapped us. Ah, my pennel's gone. I had to reload. Well, I've lost my last bloody pennel. So I'm going to go back to it. Should I put a hog on? No, I'll put the bibio back on. And I haven't got that many flies with us this morning actually. It's, you don't need many flies on here. Not for what I'm fishing over anyway. I've got no lures or anything, just dry flies in there. A few traditionals, but no, there it is, the bibio, size 12 there. We'll get them out. There we go. That was the first cast. That's on the dropper though. It's on the black hopper. That was a class take, that one. I just winged it out to crosswind, give it a couple of pulls, and it just locked up. You see this fish moving there to the right of the buoy. Subsurface like. Looks a better fish. Ah, it's a nice silvery one, that. Like I say, there was some good stamper fish here yesterday. I'll post the lump I got at the end of the video, I think, so I can show you. Yeah. Ah, he's a nice one. We'll get him sorted and we'll get him back. Right, we'll get him away. Off he goes. So I've got the flies, I'm chucking them out, give them a couple of pulls to straighten it out, and I'm just letting them swing in the breeze, and that's when they're hooking up themselves. And then obviously when I'm getting down here, I'm figure of eighting them back. And there's another one, get up there. And the secret is with this, not to fish too long a leader, because I'm fishing over shallow, so I'm only fishing a leader about 10 foot. Because I know I'm over like 4 foot of water there, something like that. There's about 4 foot of water on the buoy, and I'm just keeping my flies high in the water. And obviously you didn't want too many flies on in that anyway in long leaders, so that's on the bibio and the point. You don't want too many flies because I've got a lot of big boulders in here, and you'll get your droppers hanked up if you get a fish running over this shallow spit. Looks like a brownie. Oh, it's not, it's a rainbow. Talking of brownies, there's been some fantastic brownies coming out. Nice wildies. 3-pounders. There we go. Bibio's just come out there. Nice clean fish, mate. He's probably one that's been in early season, I would say. He's not fresh out the tank, he's in good nick, him. There he goes, down to my feet there. So as I mentioned before, I'm fishing a 10-foot leader. I started with a 14, but I got snagged the odd time, so I've just shortened it 4 foot, and it seemed to fish the flies better. I was fishing nice on the swing, and it seems to have worked. Top dropper. That was a great take, that. Definitely shortening the leaders helped. I'm getting quite a few on the dropper. It's only a couple inches under the water really when it's fishing on the bend, but I see I was fishing too along a leader, so I've just simplified it and I'm getting better results. Just the length of the rod, 2 flies. I'll get him sorted and we'll get him back. So I've fished my way around, there's a fish, off the spit, and I'm standing in water up to my shins, and I'm just fan casting out, and I'm letting the fly swing around, and as you saw there, I've just hooked up again, but it's on my dropper again as well, so just under the surface. Basically that's a few inches under the surface on the swing there. The sport's absolutely fantastic, as you can see. I mean, I've got all this to go at yet. There's been a few fish moving, but I mean these are better fish. These aren't the ones fresh out the wagon. These is early stockings, are these is probably from March, these ones, like, so we'll get it sorted and we'll get it back there. There you are, nice clean fish. So you can see the depth there. There's a decent stone there, but it's all good wading. There's the odd boulder here and there, but you just got to take your time, but it's just class wading. You're missing a trick if you haven't had any wading up here. So as you can see, the sport's good, so you must give it a try. So we've moved further up around the bend. There's fish moving out here. I'm literally standing in water below my knee, and you can see I'm quite far away from the bank. It's just class in here. It's, I used to fish a lot in here years ago when I was a kid, but like I say, I mean, the sport's been fantastic from the bank. So many fish in this shallow water, some good feeders out there. I think the problem is with the boat sometimes, on these tricky conditions, you can spook them, and you can chase them around too much in the boat. I mean, you've got really shallow water here, so yes, you do get them in the boat, but the sport today from the bank's been unbelievable, and it's been quite easy as well. It's just once I shortened that leader down, there's a fish at me fly there. Well, I've just put a size 18 little black beetle on. I've come in this flat water and I've just been watching for 10 minutes, and yeah, these are proper ones. These have been in a while, and I've just been watching, and there's a few little beetles under the trees. There's not as many as there was last weekend, but anyway, I've put a black beetle on, and this is my 3rd cast. I mean, it took us about 10 minutes to tie it on, like, because I've left my specs. I'm in denial about wearing specs, so I've left them in the car. Thought I'll not need them, but anyway, I'm eventually getting it on, and it's a nice one, nice clean one. Ah, he's come off there. There's my little beetle. There he is, little 18. Anyway, we'll see if we can get some more, but that's promising. To be fair, I think he nearly beached himself there. I'm only in about 8 inches of water here. Well, there we go. And he's off. To be honest, the 7-weight rod's probably, it's way overkill. I usually fish 6 and 5 weights when I'm fishing the dries, but with that wind today, I've just come out with a 7-weight. It's probably, there's nothing wrong with the hooks, like, they're a good hook, but it's just it's a bit overkill, like, to be fair. I don't like doing it. There's a lot of fish sipping in this flat water. There's loads out there. Another bank angler there. That's good to see. There's a few people roaming the banks today. Great sport on the bank. There's a fish. A figure of 8. There we go. There we go. Right, let's see if we can keep this bugger on. So you saw there in the video, it was, that was basically 3 and 5 minutes. Well, it should have been 3 and 5 minutes. They're not in the net yet, like, but there we go. Right. Now the beetles come out. That was lucky. These are nice clean fish. These will be the early stocking ones. These, like, right, so you saw there, that was 3 fish in no time, 3 chances anyway. 1 in the net, but 2 dropped. But just about being vigilant and seeing what the fish is doing. I watched for 10 minutes there to see if it was like feeding pattern, and it's worked. Mind them 3 takes on the beetle were confident, mind. Probably only 2 foot of water out there. Like I say, it's like halfway up my shin here, so them 3 fish I got on the beetle, I think I spooked the other ones, so they've gone out, and they've just started to come back in here. But I've just changed fly to a daddy, and I hooked one and lost it there. There we go. Daddy, second cast. Drop one first cast. That one just wanted to figure of 8 on the edge of the ripple. There we go. Daddy in there somewhere. There we go. So like I say, I hooked them 3 on the beetle and landed 1, and I pushed the fish out, so I rested the water for a bit and they've started to come back in. But I changed the fly anyway to see if I'll just spot the daddy and be on it straight away. And 2 casts, 2 fish, but obviously 1 in the net. They're starting to come back in now as well. Oh, this is a good fish, mate. It's in about 1.5 foot, 2 foot of water there as well, like it's running. That was on the daddy. They're loving the daddy now, like. They're just tucked out the way of the wind a bit in this beer. Oh, he's fat him, mate. Now we've got. Oh, he's a fat one. Nice fish. Right, we'll get him sorted. Oh, look at the tail on him. Nah, he's a lump, him. Not as big as yesterday, but he's a lump. And we oof. Took the daddy off the top there. There we go. Oh, it snapped us. No, it hasn't. It spit the hook. That was a good fish, mate. It's on the daddy, just static on the top. There we go. Another one on the daddy. That was just taking subsurface. Daddy's come out there. A lovely condition fish. Some of the old stock. Fin perfect. Had a right mixed lot of fish today. And these are away. Well, I think we'll call it a day. It's been a fantastic morning session. I fished about 5 hours. The wind's changed a bit there now, mate, but it's warmed up as well, so there's been some good sport on the top. I've had about 6 or 7 off the top, and as you'll see from the footage, I had plenty fish subsurface as well. But it was I got a good method going when I shortened my leader down. I was fishing too long a leader. I was getting hanked up on the point fly on the rocks, so I shortened it down to the length of my rod, 10 foot, and I fished 2 wets subsurface, and I was just swinging them on the breeze, and the fish were hooking themselves, so it was good. So a little tip for you there, if you're fishing over shallow water, don't have your leader far too long. just shorten it down. But anyway, it's been nice to get on the bank in Sweethope. It's the first time I've been on the bank this year, to be fair. I've been in the tube. I was in the boat yesterday. But it just shows on the right conditions and the right wind, there's some cracking sport to be had. I've had a right variation of fish as well. I've had fresh stockies mixed in with some old resident fish. But there's any amount of fish in, you've just got to be prepared to put the miles in. But as you can see from the camera, it's all nice sandy bottom in here as well. There's a few boulders, but you've just got to take your time. And this is all good wading, and it's all like 3 foot all around the edges. And round the next bay where I fished there with the dries, that's like ankle deep there. But there's plenty of fish to be had, and thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. There he comes, Jim.